The Raiders have trimmed down to their 53-man roster, shuffled pieces onto the practice squad, and now sit in that deceptive calm before week 1. On the surface, it looks like the dead zone, the stretch where nothing happens, but in reality, this is when teams keep their knives sharp. Rosters aren't locked, trades still get made, waivers still matter, and one player cut in the morning might be signed by nightfall. For the Raiders, this is the moment when the culture is being carved in stone. From the very top down, the message is unmistakable. Come in with a chip, bring toughness, and prove you belong. The first signal of that came with the announcement of the team captains. The players themselves voted, and the results weren't close. Max Crosby is the defensive voice, Geno Smith runs the offense, AJ Cole takes special teams. These aren't just patches sewn onto jerseys. Captains carry the culture. They walk to midfield for the coin toss, but more importantly, they are the bridge between the locker room and the coaching staff. They set the tone on Sunday, they define the standard during the week, and they're the faces of the franchise when it matters most. Pete Carroll said the vote was nearly unanimous. That means the locker room is aligned, leadership is recognized, and there's no confusion about who the team looks to when the lights come on. Carroll himself looked relaxed, even playful, in his press conference, but the grin masked a Predator's intent. He talked about how much fun it's been building this roster, how much he enjoys working with ownership, and how this group represents the brand of football he wants. Physical, competitive, relentless. Then he slipped in a line that Raider Nation should etch into memory. It's going to be satisfying going against the AFC West coaches. Strip away the politeness, and it's clear what he meant. He's here to beat Andy Reid, Sean Payton, and anyone else who thinks they own this division. This isn't about moral victories. It's about carving wins out of rivals' hides. Roster decisions have already underscored that ruthlessness. The Raiders quietly claim safety Tristan McCollum off waivers from the Eagles. At first glance, it's easy to shrug off, but McCollum brings something the secondary desperately needs: experience under fire. He played 14 games last year, started 2, and was on the field during Philly's Super Bowl run. He's seen playoff speed, hostile crowds, and championship intensity. That matters. Thomas Harper was waived to make room, an immediate statement. About reliability, not everyone survived the cuts. Thayer Munford is gone after a rough preseason filled with missed assignments and poor anchors. When a new staff takes over, 7th rounders from the old regime don't get second chances if they don't flash. In his place, the Raiders brought in Stone Forsythe, a massive 6'8" swing tackle who can play both sides. He's not a pro bowler, but as depth, he's the kind of upgrade that makes coaches sleep easier. On defense, Brennan Jackson is emerging as a name to watch. His motor doesn't quit, he sets the edge, and he embodies the grind Carroll wants to see every day. Pair that with the addition of Amari Cooper on offense, and you can see how intentional this rebuild is. Cooper isn't just a name, he's a technician, crisp routes, reliable hands, and the experience of big game moments. He gives young receivers a masterclass in how to run a stem, how to separate, how to finish. And on third down, when everything is tight, he can be the one to move the chains. The secondary is the elephant in the room. It's young, maybe too young, and everyone knows it. Carroll didn't dodge the question though, he reframed it. To him, it's a blessing. Youth means speed, athleticism, and moldability. Sure, rookies will blow coverages, communication will slip, drives will get extended, but September is the proving ground. Carroll singled out Jeremy Chin as a stabilizer, Isaiah as a communicator, and Eric Stokes as a player already owning his role. The other corner spot remains an open battle, but that's not weakness, that's pressure. And pressure in the NFL makes clarity. Health-wise, the Raiders are in a solid place. Just a few bumps and bruises, nothing catastrophic. Carroll emphasized that this bonus week has been about sharpening and staying healthy. In September, the league is sloppy, penalties pile up, timing sputters, mistakes happen everywhere. The healthiest, most stable teams steal early wins, and Carroll knows it. Then there's Kenny Pickett, the newest Raider. He arrived with a chip on his shoulder, a natural byproduct of being traded multiple times so early in a career. But he walked in with respect, not disruption. He knows this is Geno Smith's team. He knows his role is to learn, prepare, and be ready. And he's treating it with total professionalism. He landed, took his physical, sat in meetings, and was on the field the same day. No excuses, Pickett also fits naturally into the system. Chip Kelly's offense overlaps with concepts he ran at Pitt under Mark Whipple, meaning it's only the terminology he needs to master. He's already calling Whipple to walk through adjustments, and the chemistry piece is real. He trained with Geno all offseason, throwing together, sweating together, grinding together. Now they're teammates, and that shared respect will only strengthen the quarterback room. Pickett isn't pouting. He isn't angling for headlines. He's throwing with Amari Cooper in the off week, building timing, catching up on lost reps. He even praised rookie Brock Bowers for how advanced he looks already in one-on-ones. It's the sign of a quarterback who gets it. So, where does this all leave the Raiders? They look hungry. They've stacked chips on their shoulders, lined up leaders in the right places, and made surgical moves to improve depth and reliability. The secondary will be shaky early, there's no hiding that, but a fierce pass rush and clean offensive. Execution can buy the rookies time to grow. By October, if the learning curve is steep enough, this team could be sharp, dangerous, and fully aligned. Pete Carroll isn't just coaching a roster. He's reshaping the Raiders' identity. This isn't a collection of leftovers or patchwork pieces. It's a roster built to be tough, physical, unapologetically competitive. The captains embody it, the acquisitions reinforce it, and even the backup quarterback fits it. No drama, just work.